11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11. Who you gonna call right now? 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. It's 11. Who you gonna call right now?
Hey there, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday, November 19th. Is it the 19th? Wow. Friday, November 19th. That is deep into November, I'd say. I would say so. What's happening? Thank you, Bernard. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so looking forward to... Oh, please, Jennifer Aniston. Just come on the show. We don't need to talk about your water bottle, but whatevs. I am going to make this public so the world can search and find the show and share. Share and share alike. And Lily and Pearl, what is going on? My little Pearl world. Hi, girly. Hi, girly. She's not interested. She went straight over to the sunny. See, it's sunny? That's sun. That's sun. It's beautiful. Bernard, how are you? My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I am here every day and every night, 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. Next Tuesday, as in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, November 23rd, will be my 1,111th show. And yeah, I'm going to give myself a standing ovation. I've never done that before, but I did it. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Bernard, you should come on the show. Pop on. I will be here all day long, starting at 11:11 a.m. Eastern time into the midnight hour of the next day. That's right. That's right. And starting at 11:11 a.m. Eastern time. I listen to my voice and go, Jenna, Mama Grace, thank you for being here. It might just be you and maybe Armando if he's coming on. He said he was. That's what Friday mornings are about. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's about. My name is Armando Ortega. Start. Hold on.
11 with Jenna.
No, there aren't 11 of you. But he had to leave to get his coffee. Don't you just love that couch? Love the couch, and you need to unmute.
There we go. Am I here? Am I here? Am I here?
You are
Maybe
there.
close the door. Joaquin is sleeping.
You're all together.
Joaquin is sleeping. What is up? Let's see. My niece is the community manager for Glossier. And Glossier, the flagship store, just opened in West Hollywood. So
she lives in Hollywood now?
She lives near me, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, not my niece, my goddaughter. My goddaughter, Kennedy. And so she lives near us. Her parents live near us too. You know the whole story. Her dad introduced Snowy and me 27 years ago because he and I were doing a play together. So I'm her godfather, and I went to see her at Glossier yesterday, and it's Disney World for makeup.
Oh.
Yeah. The entrance is grand with a big, huge sort of...
So it's going to be bigger than, what's that other makeup place that kids go to?
Oh,
people love makeup now. It's like, wow.
Oh, yeah, makeup is insane. And I'm wearing my new moisturizer.
Well, I have a new moisturizer for you.
Wow. I know. I want to get some of your moisturizer too. You can never be too.
Gone girl, gone are the pains, gone are the wrinkles, gone girl, it's gone girl.
Gone girl.
That's what I'm
I
calling
like it.
I've come up with so many names for it, depending on the
Although,
moment. But I like that, gone girl, because really, you put this on. If you have a pain, you put this on. It's gone girl. You put this on your face. It's gone girl.
sign me up. Sign me up. Is it on your
What are you
website?
using? What's no? It's just it's sort of it's an underground thing.
Well, shoot, I'm into the underground.
My side hack. I get a
Seriously.
crack out of that. Like side hack, dude. I've been hacking since I was 8. I didn't
Yeah.
know there was a name for
It's,
it.
it's like, well, now there's a name for it. There's a name for everything. Oh, I also off camera, off screen. I need to get your. Do I send things for your mother to your PO box? Can I do that?
I'll send you my address.
Okay, I think I have it somewhere, but yeah,
I'll
I
send
got it.
you our address. She's number 1. I'm number 2.
Okay, just yeah, if you'll specify, because I'll forget. She's number 1. Oh no, Grace is number 1.
She's number
Grace,
1. I'm sending it
Grace
to
is
you
the
right
most
now.
important thing. Yeah, because my sister is going through photographs, and she says she has photographs of all of you guys that she wants to send. My sister's trying to cull things from boxes, and she's like, these are things that I've had in boxes forever that other people might want and need. Yeah, I need to do that too. Let's see what else is new. I've been working a ton because one of my coworkers
Done.
got into a motorcycle accident.
Mm.
Yeah, there it is. I see it. And got into a motorcycle accident, so I covered a day for him, and then another one got some kind of cold, and so she's feeling under the weather, so I covered a day for her. Another one is out on tour because he's a musician, and now he's a gun for hire guitarist for a band. So they had a tour that was delayed by COVID. It was set up after the reopening, and then one of the band members got COVID, and so they had to postpone. So now they're doing the
They're
West
still going to
Coast.
go out on tour right now. One of the members gets COVID, and they're going to go out on tour.
Yeah. Well, no, he's better. He's better now. But yeah.
I'm not going inside any place.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. They're playing clubs. It's they're a club band, and I'm like, not me. I mean, he put me on the list. They were playing the Roxy Thursday night, and he put me on the list, and I was like, no, Wednesday night they're playing the Roxy, and I could have probably gone down there after work, but I thought better of it. At first, I was like, yeah, I'll go. No, I'm not going to go. What am I talking about?
Do they check vaccine status
Mhm.
and is masked?
You have to. It's required now in all of LA City. Masked, vaccine status, and ID to make sure that you're not faking your vaccine card.
Even though people are buying fake vaccine cards too.
Which is just preposterous to me, but don't get me started. Don't get either of us started. You look great. You look great.
Great.
You look
That's 'cause
great.
I was at Glossier this morning and
You
I
look
had
so
to put
great.
on some lip gloss.
Well, I bought lip balm that has a slight rose tint to it too, so I look great.
You look great. So
Thanks.
pretty.
You look great. You look so great. It's amazing how great you look. So what are you doing? What are you doing today? Many things.
I'm working on a collage for a woman hired me to make a collage of her puppy.
Great.
So, well, her 13-year-old puppy. So I have my collages all set up. They've been photographed. The website's being made, and I have 3 orders. People have sent me their photos. I cut them up and I make a cool collage.
Yeah, I've seen some of them, and then they're both physical. You send the physical collage to the person, but then you also make a website for them.
The website is the stuff is on I'm making a website of my ones that I'm selling.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
And advertising for.
Because I was going to ask you if you're making NFTs.
What's that?
As you do collages. Non-fungible tokens. Are you familiar with this at all?
Is that like what do you call it? Bitcoin or something?
It's like Bitcoin blockchain, where you can create a digital piece of art that has a watermark on it. And so you can sell that, even though it can be copied and sent and forwarded and blah, 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 blah. But the original is the one that's worth something. It's Absolutely nuts. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And then people are doing things like, I heard of a guy who bought a sculpture for $100,000 and then destroyed it in a video with a sledgehammer. And that became an NFT. So people bid on that, and he made a ton of money for this video of him destroying a piece of art, which
How
is,
do I become an NFT? I mean,
I,
William, can I become an NFT?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if an entire series of videos could become that. I think it's an individual thing. It boggles my mind. I have no idea. But William might know. William seems to know many, many things.
William, yeah, he said it's a new way of making, it's a new way to make money.
It's a new way to make money. It's a new way
William,
of,
let's make some NFTs.
yeah, making and it's all speculative. You know, it's all like, will people pay for this? Do people want to see this? Whatever this is.
I wouldn't want to watch someone destroy a piece of art.
No, nor would I. I that it hurts my soul to hear about that. It's just like, oh, really? Why? Why would
Yeah,
anybody want that?
I don't understand. I
Yeah,
don't understand.
it's
I don't I was at the farmer's market in Oakland the other day and I buy juice from this guy and he takes Bitcoin and cash.
wow. Yeah, a friend of mine
No credit
is,
card, no Venmo. I mean, I thought I was groovy using Venmo.
oh
When
no,
people, I'm like, oh, yeah,
Bitcoin.
I can Venmo. They're like, yeah, and
Yeah,
Bitcoin or cash.
yeah.
I'm like
fri-
20 years behind.
a friend of mine, she doesn't have money for, she's slightly invested in Bitcoin, but she has another friend who will invest, $1,000 here and $1,000 there. And he's making money. It's like, but it's a thing where oftentimes it will take off in the middle of the night because it's all over the world. So, somebody in Asia will get excited about a Luke Skywalker Bitcoin. And so people start buying it up. And if you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning, looking at your computer, you're like, oh, wow, my $1,000 is now $30,000. I'll sell it. And yeah, it's like, I mean, it's another form of speculation, of investment speculation, which, I mean, I'm not invested in the stock market at all. And, just, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy.
Just a guy. Do you
I'm
have
just
anything fun to eat in front of you?
well, yes,
Oh,
yes, I do.
yay.
I'm a guy with pie.
Guy with pie.
I'm a guy
He's
with
a
pie.
guy
Now,
with pie.
this is a pie we've had before. This is the
Okay.
Derby pie, which is bourbon
Oh, the
chocolate
dirty
pecan
pie.
pie.
Oh, the
However,
dirty pie.
this particular pie, little backstory. Okay. Right after we opened back up, we started getting really busy again, and our main pastry guy had left during COVID. He didn't want to be working. He didn't want to be in a building anywhere. So, he left. So his assistant, who, in my opinion, was a better pastry chef because she just has more love in her heart, um, she took over, and she was doing it all by herself. And then, it was getting to be too much for her. So they hired another guy. This guy was fine, but not his skill set was, shall we say, different from hers. So he's gone on to bigger and better things, different things, because he's also a lighting designer. So he started getting lighting design jobs. So he wasn't available as much. So she hired a friend of hers who was a home baker who's very talented. And she baked this, I think she baked this derby pie, and you can see how like glistening and moist and just freaking amazingly lovely it is. So I wanted to get a piece so that I could try it, because I'm curious as to this other woman's skill. So there we go. First bite. It looks extremely moist. The custardy part, it looks very like juicy and glistening. And
Glistening. Is that a pie reference?
which is what it looks. It glistens with the.
I just wondered if it was a pie. There could be.
Mm, oh my God. That is really good. It's buttery, but because it has the bourbon and the dark chocolate in it, you know how, I think I've said this before, pecan pie can just be cloying. It's so sweet that you're like, I
Right.
can't, you take one bite, and you're like, oh my God, okay, now I'm just gonna like go into diabetic coma. This has nuance to it because there's some bitterness. It's confectioner's chocolate, so the
Big
chocolate is
and
bitter.
nuance. I'm learning
Hmm
pie references.
It has nuance and glisten to it. And oh, the pecans are just the perfect size. But that's always true. The pecans are always like crunched up to just the perfect size, not whole pecans on top. And the caramelization on top of the pie, if you can see it. Oh,
Can you zero in on that pie again?
oh.
Nice
Yeah.
plating.
You can see the caramelization on top,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
then
the glistening is fabulous.
the glistening of the pie.
I like
It's,
the
al-
crust. The crust
it's
looks
almost a religion. Yeah, the crust. There's so much
but
caramelization that the bottom crust has gotten caramelized. So it's like sort of the crust itself has been impregnated with the sugary caramel custard. Anyway,
your verbiage, your words today are quite um
I'm
you're
I'm
on
um
another level right now.
I'm effluviant. I'm effluviant with verbiage.
This is true. You
And,
always have been.
I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. It's in my nature. Uh,
And in the coffee, you have again
Coffee,
just straight black coffee.
black coffee. Yeah.
Now she's
As a friend of
gone.
mine,
It's a good song.
I love that song.
Anyone
Um,
else? Grace is drinking coffee. I'm sure William's drinking some coffee. I have celery juice and hot water. So
you're
I won't
so
be getting done as much as you guys get done today.
yeah. Okay. I've been talking to people about this because I suddenly remembered it. You remember when we were like 15 or 16 years old? There was a series of commercials about the coffee achievers.
We are the coffee achievers.
Yeah, but then the background music bed was Electric Light Orchestra. Hold on tight to your dreams. Hold on tight to your dreams. And it was like David Bowie and Joan Jett and all these people drinking coffee and going on stage or doing art. And it was like, join the Coffee Achievers. Do you remember this? Because I
Yeah.
like okay. Because I've talked to other people our age and they're like, oh, I have no idea. You're crazy. That never happened. I'm like, yes, it did. It happened. I mean, I think you can find it on YouTube. Anyway, I'm a coffee achiever.
Oh, it totally happened.
Good. I'm
I
glad it happened.
remember.
And do you remember the cereals Quisp and Quake?
Quit. I do, but I didn't. I think I didn't eat them.
You did not partake.
Quist and yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
They were
19.
both.
There it is.
Did you find it?
Mhm.
Right on. And let's see. While I was getting ready, I had to wash the kitty bowls today and do some kitchen stuff before we got on. And I went into a Andy Gibb and Bee Gees deep dive.
Ooh, they did a friend of mine was at an Bee Gees and Andy what do you call it? Cover band last night.
Really?
She sent me a video, yeah. I'll forward you the video.
Oh, great. And then you've heard the Foo Fighters thing, right?
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's so fun. Do you know him? Do you know Dave?
No, I would love to sing with him sometime.
Yeah, no kidding. That would be wonderful. I've seen them live. Let's see. I've been in the same space with Dave because I did a Cool House delivery. I did a Cool House delivery to a club in Hollywood where the school where his kids went were having a fundraising party gala and they were going to play. Foo Fighters were going to play. And I was like, can I come back? Because they were going to play a set for, the parents because he's a school parent.
Right.
Yeah. And apparently he's super involved in the school. Somebody told me, yeah, Dave's super involved. Dave comes to all the events and he's just a nice guy. When I've seen him interviewed, he comes off as a fan. He's a music fan. He loves music. He loves musicians. I like that. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's open to it. That's
Yeah,
true.
he's totally open to like different music and yeah, and they're great. Have you seen them live, Foo Fighters?
A long time ago, I um I had a friend who was a manager and not of them, of the Kings of Leon.
Okay.
And so we used to kind of run around and do that kind of stuff. I'm trying to send you this Bee Gees, but it says the video is too long, so I'll send it to you in Messenger instead.
Okay. That's cool.
Do that.
Foo Fighters was Joaquin's third concert.
Oh wow.
His first concert was Prince.
Very nice.
And then his second concert was Lost Lingo, Javier and Miguel's band up in Taos on the ski resort. They were doing their Rocky Mountain Breakdown, where they did an overnight festival with a big bonfire. Yeah, during the summer. We went up there for
cool.
Yeah, that was super cool. That was amazing. And then his third concert was Foo Fighters, I think, and then Green Day. After that, we went to Green Day. And
I was going to say, I've known Green Day since they were kids, but they all have kids now that I think have even, yeah, they've graduated.
And they have their own band. At least Billy Joe's kids have a band.
Billy Joe's kids went to this school that I've actually done fundraisers for, and they would play at the fundraiser.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like Green Day. I've always liked Green Day.
They're good people.
Yeah, they come across as really like solid guys, and and they've been through it. They've been through like some tough times, and then
they still look like they don't look like they're 13, but they're very Bay Area. Bay Area, tends to keep people like to think that they're 22 all the time, kind of thing.
Yeah, except for Carlos Santana.
Carlos, but his wife Cindy's birthday's today. Happy birthday, Cindy!
Happy birthday, Cindy!
Yep.
I've seen Carlos. God, I've seen Carlos 5 times, something like that.
Yeah.
He's so good in concert. He's always just phenomenal.
Most of the guys in this band are Bay Area guys that have like jazz guys that have been in my bands, and I've been in bands.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Benny Riefeld is the bass player, but the whole horn section were all Bay Area guys, and he's very loyal to his Bay Area peeps.
Whatever happened to Greg Raleigh, to the original Santana band singer? Is he still alive? Because I loved his voice. I love his voice.
Nice voice. Tony Lindsay is the main guy now.
Yeah, because Alexander LeJertwood did a lot of the 80s and 90s stuff, and his voice is fine, but it's a little thin for my taste.
Yeah, well, Tony's voice is not thin. Check out Tony. Like Tony's got this smooth. Yeah.
What's his name? Tony
Lindsay.
Tony Lindsay. Okay, I'll look up for some kind of
new record out. He's been on the show.
Has he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and I think he's coming on Tuesday. Hi, April Bruce. Yeah,
it's this Tuesday. Oh yeah, what time do you want me to come on Tuesday?
You know what? Come on anytime during Patty's on at 1, and then from that point it's kind of loose in the afternoon.
So I just jump on the Zoom and say, I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, if there's, hi, April. I was going to do community at 11 and then community at 2. So if you want to jump in, if anybody wants to, April, this would be a fine time for you to come on Tuesday.
Now this is 11 and 2 Eastern time, is what you're saying.
2 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay, so that's going to be 11 for me.
So come on at your 11:11.
At my 11:11. Perfect. I'll do that. I will.
On at noon for her 11:11. So yeah. See, how do you? Oh, good. Got the branch trimmer. Branch trimmer today. I have these couple of branches they're really pretty. They arc in my yard, but one of them is arcing a little bit too high right now. So, Julio. Oh, right on. My neighbor bought the. Yay. Have you watched In the Dark?
Oh, What We Do in the Dark?
No, it's called In the Dark. It's about a woman who's blind.
No, I haven't. What We Do in the Shadows. That's what I was thinking of.
In What We Do in the Shadows. I don't know that one.
Have you watched that?
No.
It's about a vampire, a ghoul, the vampire's wife, and their assistant that all live together in the suburban neighborhood.
No.
It's kind of great. It's really funny. It's really goofy. And they're always trying to well, they have to get victims, so they try to throw parties and create community events so they can get victims. It's really silly.
April either loves, I'm not sure what she likes, the shadows or the dark. Hi, Michael Keel. But
Hi, Michael Keel.
she loves one of those shows. Tonight, what I've been waiting for, Dean Martin documentary on, what's that old timey
Turner Classic.
AMC, I think. In the Dark. I love In the Dark.
TCM, In the Dark. It's a movie or a series?
It's a documentary on Dean Martin. I thought was the coolest, and you'll find even cooler things about him now.
I have a Dean Martin.
Well, I like Dean Martin, but they all thought he was schmaltzy and always loaded.
Yeah.
Most of it was an act. I mean, he did drink, but
right
on stage he was drinking apple juice, and
that was his persona. It's like, hey, I'm the good time playboy drunk guy.
That's he and Sammy, like.
Oh, Sammy, man. I wish I could have seen him live at some point because, Sammy was the real deal.
I knew his mom.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you meet her?
I met Baby at Abby Lincoln's 60th birthday party.
Oh, wow.
And then we stayed in touch after that. Baby. Yeah, so people thought Dean Martin with Jerry Lewis, which was hysterical. But Dean Martin's music was just, and his voice is just so.
Oh, his voice is velvet. Mm-hmm. And he's a consummate musician,
Nina liked Frank, Nina liked Tony, but Nina loved Dean.
Yeah, because Dean was so smooth and his phrasing is beautiful. I mean, for me, it's Tony Bennett, him, Frank, just in terms of like their artistry. Frank is great. I get a little, God, can I say this? I get a little bored with Frank sometimes.
It's his was about phrasing, but Dean. Yeah, Dean swung in a different way.
Yeah, and then you have to go to like Cab Calloway. Forget it.
But Sammy was a talent above all, and they knew that.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, Joe Williams. Are you a Joe Williams fan?
Yeah, I knew Joe very well.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I love him. Such a great voice.
Joe. I won't say who the other person was.
Okay.
But I was 21 years old, and I was at the Palo Alto Jazz Festival with my friend Michelle. And Michelle is a great singer. And Michael Hedges was there, and this other person was headlining, and Joe Williams was headlining. And we were backstage, and I was standing there, and this particular headliner, who was probably 50 plus at the time, 50s, 60s plus, probably, 50s, was hitting on me really bad. Wow. And it was like gross old man hitting on me.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay.
And all of a sudden, I hear, "Baby doll, I've been waiting for you. I've been looking all over for you. What is going on?" And he comes up and he gives me a big hug and he goes, "I'm so glad you're here. Your grandma and I have been waiting for you." And he looked over at the other person and he went, "You MF, how dare you do this to my granddaughter?"
Oh.
And then he scooped me up and took me to the other side of the backstage. And I didn't know who he was, but it was Joe Williams. And so then we ended up being friends, and I would go see him and his wife in Vegas. He lived in Vegas, and he used to sing every Tuesday night, Monday or Tuesday night at a club that Nino knew of. And so I would go there and hang out with him and sit in with him. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is so.
But the other guy is quite famous in the jazz world, and it was really awful that he did what he did. I mean, the way he was so blatant with me.
Yeah.
But he just scooped me up. And then I watched him smoke a cigarette, and he smoked a cigarette, and then he sat there and talked for what seemed like a minute plus.
And then blew the smoke out. Wow.
Total control of his instrument.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez, oh man. Yeah, well, what a singer. And God, that story makes me love him even more.
Just baby doll. Oh, I'll never. And he hugged really well.
and a gentleman, a consummate gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's
Really
great.
good people.
Ah,
Super good people.
you brought tears to my eyes. That's a beautiful story, beautiful memory.
And the other guy is super creepy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like predator creepy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
offline who it is.
Offline, we can talk about that. Oh my God, there's some sort of car alarm emergency. Oh, somebody with a really loud car just drove through the neighborhood.
There's no
Can you hear
fool like
this?
an old fool. That's true. So yes, 2 o'clock.
11 a.m. for me.
And 11 your time community hour.
All right. I will
And
be
I'm hoping the
home.
Moroccos will be coming on during the day. Rob's going to be visiting the mall. There's this super mall where they live that has a river in it and a ship, and it's crazy. I
Oh,
like
very
they
cool.
can do river rafting. They can do
In the
um,
mall?
yes.
Nuts. It's out of control.
I know.
Oh, great. I definitely want to see that.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know if he's
amazing.
going to make it there, but that's the talk.
Rob at the mall.
But tonight is display and share, so I'm excited about that. I can display Lillian's hip and joint treats.
Hey, nice. So yeah, I need to send you this article. Yeah, since I missed you last week. This guy who is a friend of the restaurant, he's known Paul and Monique ever since Firefly, the very first restaurant. Oh wait, and I got a quick story before we go because I know you need to go. But he wrote. He's an actor, but he's also a writer, and he writes for the Pasadena Weekly, free paper. He wrote this nice review of Fox's, and sort of a retrospective on Paul and Monique's career as well. And Monique texted me and said, "They're the Paul and Monique are the owners, of course." And Monique texted me when he was interviewing them, and said his name is Fryer, Fryer McClintock. I don't know. Fryer wants a quote from you about working at Fox's. How you feel about working at Fox's? I was like, oh, okay. So I texted a quote, and he quoted me pretty much he said nice things about me and quoted me in my whole quote, my whole statement. In
I meant to do this for you
Thank you.
for getting quoted.
So should I post it on here? Or should I just send it to you?
Post it on here.
I'll post it on here. Yeah, it's very nice. And since then, business was good, and now business is like, okay, hold on, everybody. Like
Because
Wednesday night.
Quote. It's all because of your quote.
It's because of my quote. Exactly. That's all.
How does that feel?
It's all on me.
It's all because of you.
Well, no,
it's usually all because of you.
It's all the food. It's the food, and I happen to be lucky enough
for the experience of Armando.
Lovely of you to say. Very nice.
Armando.
But I'm having a full circle moment this Sunday. I think in some of our conversations, I mentioned to you when I got my DUI, I had worked a catering gig for Paul and Monique in Hollywood for a friend of theirs, and I had been bartending and drinking their very expensive liquor at the same time as bartending, and wrecked my truck coming out of the Hollywood Hills in a blackout, stole 2 expensive bottles of wine from their house, walked out with them like, hey, see you later, with the wine in my hand. Apparently, I don't remember it because I was blacked out. Yay, alcohol. Woo. And so they maintain a relationship with Paul and Monique. They've still done some catering for them through the years. Monique jokingly, a couple of years ago when I first started working with them, she said, hey, we're going to do a catering party at that house. Do you want to come?
Creation.
Yeah, do you want to come? I was like, I'm not sure if that's a great idea. She was like, yeah, I'm just kidding anyway. And I said, okay, but I mean, I'd be fine to come if you wanted me to. She'd be like, okay. So then last Saturday, she texts me and says, hey, there is a party. It's a 75th birthday party for the husband. And it's a sit-down dinner. And you're kind of my only server who can do all that.
You have to wear a mask or something? I mean, like a full-on mask?
She said, I told them that you're my only server who can do this kind of service. You're my go-to guy, and I need you for this party. And are they okay with you coming? Well, they're both big drinkers too. The wife was like, who? I don't remember any of this.
2 bottles of wine that yeah, okay.
Yeah, 2 $90 bottles of wine that he walked out with, and he wrecked his truck and acted like an idiot at the party, which I don't remember any of. And the husband did remember. He was like, well, I mean, if you say that he's turned his life around in this way, I'm fine to have him in my home. It's totally cool. And so then Monique contacted me and said, they're cool with it. Now I want to find out if you're cool with it. I mean, if you think it'll be triggering or weird. And I'm like, no. As a matter of fact, it's great. It's great.
That's very
I
cool.
definitely want to come. I want to close that circle, you know? So I'm doing that on Sunday. I'm doing a catering party. And, you know, this whole experience with Paul and Monique has become, as a friend of mine in AA says, it's a living amends. You know, I fucked up really badly in their sphere and could have fucked up their business had these people not been cool.
Right.
And now it's come around to where I get to be the guy. I've been blessed to like be able to come back and be the guy.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful. Just grateful. Just grateful. And I'm grateful to you. I love you.
I love you too.
So much.
Dave Love says, just don't steal anything.
Well, I mean, they got a lot of stuff.
Say
Dude.
that, but thank you, Dave. I was going to say that, but then he started to cry, so I thought I couldn't say it.
No, thanks, Dave. No, what I said was,
I'm like,
should I bring him a couple of bottles of cheap wine? Hey, happy birthday. That was my
they might frisk you on the way out.
That was my gig. It's like, you know, a couple of bottles of Stella Rosa. Here you go. $2 Chuck.
$2 Chuck.
Happy birthday, man.
I guess $2 Chuck is not $2 Chuck anymore. It's not $2 anymore.
No, now it's like $3.99 Chuck. I think something like that.
Just doesn't. Remember how cool that was? You guys, like when it first came out, everybody's like,
yeah.
This wine is so good. And you're like, oh, $2.
Yeah, it's kind of, well, it's okay. It's better than no wine, I guess. I mean, it was fine.
It was fine.
That was.
Then I read an article about wines like that, how they use the grapes from multiple vineyards, and they don't take as much care in preparation.
Right.
So they just sort of like get these, and there's rats and stuff in the because they just do like a bulk trim type thing.
Right. Yeah, it's not the kind of care and
they're not picking.
They're not meticulous.
They're like just doing this big trim basically, so the stems and everything get and rats and snakes and stuff.
Ooh, rat snake wine, yum. Yeah, I was privy to a conversation between my brother-in-law and a friend of his, because my brother-in-law Trey has interest in a couple of wineries up in Sonoma, and they were talking about the drought and how there are vineyards that will have to sell off amounts of grapes because they can't use them, so they'll sell them off to another producer of, you know, a lesser quality wine, and then people will get those grapes, which are overly sugared because they haven't had enough water. And it's just like, okay. And it was just kind of amazing to hear this company. Yeah, you know, so they're going to sell this at a loss of, you know, 50% of value, and it's kind of a drag, but at least they're getting some money out of it. And it's like, wow. I mean, of course it makes sense. It's a commodity, but it's just amazing, all the horse trading that goes on with that. I guess, yeah, you probably know a lot about that. Your sister, definitely.
Yeah, I've worked. Okay, join us. And community is at 2 p.m.
Cute. I will be there.
Yeah, I worked for 2 different wineries, one in Potter Valley, up in northern. And I used to sing. I sung at countless wineries all over the whole Napa.
Oh, sure.
Blah,
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. April Bruce. Yeah, we all have F-ups that we are not proud of. They're human. The key in life is learning from them.
Yes. Yes.
And now you get to go back to the party.
To the scene of the crime.
I'm telling you, they're going to frisk you on your way out.
Well, I figured I'll just have a couple of martinis before I get there. Yeah, baby.
Knock back a couple.
Of a flask, just a flask of gin, really cheap gin. So I'll just be stinking when I get there. Yeah.
So then they'll know, they'll be like, right.
Yeah,
When
baby.
here you go, sir.
There you go. Enjoy your Chateaubriand.
So you're working this weekend?
Yeah, I'm working during the day on Sunday because they need more coverage because of the guy who's on tour. So I'll work on Sunday during the day and then I'll go to the catering party at night. Woo.
Cool.
It's good.
Cool.
It's good.
And then Monday happens and then Tuesday.
Monday happens, then Tuesday, and I will see you on Tuesday.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Thank
Yeah.
you for making my Fridays over the last year and a half so delightful.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for making Friday something that I always look forward to.
I hope that nothing water-like happens for you this weekend, although I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Okay. Yesterday, I took Joaquin to work. The shower's been dripping for weeks. And so I've been telling the landlord, shower's dripping. You should probably send somebody to check it out. Yeah, okay, we'll take care of it. Yeah. So, we're a family of hair. We have a lot of hair. And so I come home. Fortunately, I came home before I went to work. I came home and I hear the drip and I hear the drip into water. And I'm like, what's going on? The drain occasionally needs to be plunged because of, family of hair. So the drain had gotten clogged. The water was dripping into the shower pan, and I had 2 inches of water in the shower pan. I was like, oh shit. And so it was easy. Plunged it, cleaned it, the water all went down. Cool.
What do you use? Do you use Drano? Do you use vinegar and baking soda?
I just used, we have this little plunger that, and then all the stuff comes up, and then I put a screen over it so I can capture the stuff.
Here, let's see who this is.
There he is.
Hello? 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 Didn't think so.
Yeah.
It was from Paso Robles, though, so I thought,
Oh,
could
have been somebody from a winery calling you. There are not rats in our grapes. How dare you?
I think that's what it was.
We'll sue.
Trouble. Ooh, you're in trouble.
I am Mr. Chuck of $2 Chuck. Well, $3.99 Chuck.
Have him on the show.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Chuck. Tell us about your rat wine.
So you plunge I've never thought about that. That's interesting.
I plunged it. The clog comes sort of up into the nasty water. And then it's like, okay, now put a screen over it so you can capture all the blech. Throw away the blech, clean the mess. Yeah, it was lovely. It was so much fun. Yeah. Hair.
The drip still drips.
Oh, drip still drips. Yeah, he hasn't sent anybody because he's the shark. The shark has to keep swimming.
Are you going to buy the house from him?
Oh, I don't know. I'd love to. But I'm sure I don't have a down payment right now. I have lots of shoes.
From your sister.
Oh, yeah. Hey, gotta go. Look at the time. Hey, you borrowed from your sister. How about that?
Not my sister. Lisa and Katie deal with their horses. That's what happens for them is their horses. 2 of their horses are very sick right now.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. The beautiful show horse, the white horse is sick. Oh no.
No, Garabato's not sick.
Garabato's not sick. Okay.
The other beautiful one.
Ah. Oh no.
And then the other beautiful one that you haven't met yet.
Yeah.
Aria.
Oh. Yeah. Right. Katie was away with Aria the last time I was there. The only time I was there. Oh, that's too bad. So I bet Katie's working her tail off, keeping the horses healthy, trying to keep the horses. Oh boy.
And Lisa works nonstop there, so.
Yeah.
Well,
well,
that's how it is. When
it's
you're ranch life, that's how it is.
Yeah.
You pick up sticks, you pick up rocks, you pick up more sticks,
Yeah. No, when you have a property like that, you have to take care
firewood,
of it.
tractor. Blah, 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 blah. Yep.
Yep.
Me, I have
And
my little house, but I am going to go outside and rake some leaves and use that tree trimmer extender thingy, Bob.
oh, cool. Oh, it's the big stick with the. You can string. Oh yeah. Oh, fun. Never used one of those.
Yeah, and
Looks fun.
I think my friend Stacy wants to get the chainsaw out. So
Hey now, be
she's like,
careful.
she goes through the day. She goes, I think we need the chainsaw for this. And she ran over and got the battery packed chainsaw. I'm like, and she's like, "Rrr." I go girl.
You're like, okay,
that.
that's great.
Yeah.
Don't make her mad. Whatever you
That's what
do.
I'm doing right now because her husband said, I'm outside your door. What do you want cut down?
All right, I'm letting you go. It's lovely to see you. I'll see you Tuesday. Peace and love.
Peace and love. You have a letter for me?
I do. Yeah, the letter is B. B, B, B. As in be present. Be here.
I'm turning down the light. Dim all the lights, sweet darling, cause tonight it's all the way.
Yeah, baby.
Turn on the old Victrola,
Controller.
gonna dance the night away.
I don't know the rest of the words.
Cause it don't come easy. It's a good song. I love.
It's a great song.
Love, 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 love. All right, so here we are, Armando. I'm so glad you're here today. And I hope that you have a wonderful way today and tomorrow and Sunday. Have a good time at that party. Oh, stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice, and be present, and be peaceful all the way, all the way, all the way. What do you have to say?
I think it's so nice to be with you. I think it's so nice to be free too. I think it's so lovely to be beautiful in this world. And I'm losing the tone right now, but I think I may have found out how to get back on the beat so I can be real neat because it's so cool to be with you. Ooh.
Ooh, 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 so I'm the thoughtful part. I would like to ask you to give me a B word from your thoughts. Do you?
Beneficial, beneficial thoughts. Beneficial, beneficial thoughts.
And from your words today, what do you say? A.
Boundless words, boundless words, boundless words, bouncing boundless words.
And from your heart, that's where we start. Please tell me where the B is from your heart.
The B from my heart is all about the love. So let's have a bodacious heart today.
A bodacious heart today. Oh, hey. Thank you, Armando. Okay. Thank you all for being here. All right. And now I will say good morning, not good night. Love hard. He disappeared really hard.